Sita, you can talk on entrepreneurship and things like that. Of course, I would have mentioned something. We've also added a bit on environment. I mean, borrowing a leaf from Evan Mati on ICT, you know, green ICT. There's lots of issues that are emerging on this, and hope this is something. So, sure, Millicent, you can just take a few minutes.
Yeah, maybe to introduce the part that I'm going to talk about on the mobility courses that have been included in the curriculum. These are a really fast changing domain, and we felt like in the education system it's kind of being left behind. So there are some mobile and wireless courses that were included in the curriculum that are going to maybe give a brief topic, and also basic steps to consider, like when someone wants to develop a mobile application, but this will come after the general introduction to that. The top overview, I'll touch a bit on the courses, the mobile and wireless courses that have been added in the curriculum, and then maybe the introduction and the choosing platform and code development when one wants to develop a mobile application. Like maybe John have given you a brief overview of the course outline that the curriculum looked at. There are some mobile courses that we included, but in this case we started including them in the third year of the first study. So first of all, we had wireless and mobile communication systems. So in this case, we are trying to introduce the students to the general wireless and mobile communication systems, so giving them the fundamentals, because in order for them to be able to really understand the wireless and the mobile communication, they have to be given the fundamentals, and that we put as the core in a third year course. Another thing is the mobile operating systems and development software. This also we felt, for example, there's so many applications that are coming up. If you want to arm that student in order to maybe be able to develop an application, that you have to give him a general overview of the platforms that you can use, the operating system, the different operating systems that embedded systems can use in order to develop an application. So generally, this course is going to talk about some mobile operating systems, like here we're going to talk about maybe Symbian, iPhone, Android, and everything, giving them the general overview of different operating systems that you can use should one want to develop a mobile application and something like that. We're also going to talk about mobile device technology applications and programming. So in this case, like apart from the general operating systems, also the languages that they can use when developing those applications, like the Java for Java micro edition, the Python, this Objective-C, and everything. So in general, we are giving the students overview of mobile technology and wireless communication, basically in that. And another one in year 4, we are introducing the topic of advanced wireless and mobile systems. So in this case, like we are going to talk about the ad hoc architecture, and briefly on that, we are giving the advanced overview on wireless and mobile systems and everything. When it comes to fourth year, second semester, you can notice most of these are falling in electives, because first year, second year, and third year, the general objective, like the prerequisites for a student to do this, are already covered. So if a student has a specific interest in maybe mobile application development, then you can choose these ones as the electives. So in mobile technology applications and m-commerce, for instance, the issue of m-commerce is one thing that has really taken a course in Kenya and everything. So in this case, we are going to give maybe a general overview. Why is m-commerce really different from e-commerce and some things like that? We are not only going to focus on m-commerce in this, but other mobile phone applications like m-health, m-governance, and everything. And maybe just referring briefly to Matri's article, there's a part there that he wrote, having a mobile phone alone does not help want to climb out of the poverty, but only if you use it innovatively. And in this case, we're going to cover some of the applications that you can really, some innovative applications that you can develop in order for you to use that mobile phone to maybe use it to climb out of the poverty or for economic growth and everything. In this case, we're going to talk about the fourth year, second semester mobile embedded hardware platforms and everything. Mostly, as you can see from the general overview that we've given, we are not going to the mobile architecture, but in this case, we want to give the students the hardware platform of the mobile systems and everything. So, just apart from knowing the software part, the students also should know the hardware platform that the mobile systems are operating on and everything. So, basically, that's the general overview of the mobile courses that we've included in the curriculum. There are about 6 of them. And this another part that maybe I thought was, we thought actually was quite of interest. After now the students have gone through the basic fundamentals of wireless and mobility. So like in this case, we are trying to, if a student has a mindset, maybe wants to develop a mobile applications, after knowing the different platforms, the operating systems and everything, what are some of the steps that they can take if maybe someone wants to develop an application? So this, we are just giving the general overview. Maybe one is interested in developing a business, communication, multimedia, games, applications. What are some of the basic steps that one can follow and everything? Like I have already indicated, in this case, I'm assuming the student have have basic fundamentals. A student is familiar with computer applications, special software to create mobile phones, operating systems, and everything. Choosing, so one of the basic steps, like for instance, when one wants to develop a mobile application, is choosing a development platforms. There are platforms that support devices from multiple manufacturers. There are platforms that support devices from a single manufacturer. So if a student is interested and has that background information, so what, depending on the type of application that he wants to develop, what kind of platform should he go for and everything. A brief overview is given here, but also if you could go to the environment where I gave the detailed information, you can find much of that. Considerations regardless of the platform. There are also some considerations one should make regardless of the platform that you're going to base your application on. Like where your application is going to be used, the various screen sizes, user interface conversions, and design for touch. Like I saw you're using the touch tab and everything. So these are some of the considerations a student should have in mind when he wants to develop mobile application. Code development is I think is not a very good audience for this, but some of the steps, I'll upload this in the environment. Whoever is interested can just go through them. Application launch. After developing that application of yours, how would you want to launch it? What are some of the various ways you can launch that application of yours? Some of them are given here, like using GetJar, we have Apple stores, we have Android markets and everything. These ones I'll upload in the environment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mimi. Well, I would like to tell about the entrepreneurship course. In this BSc ICT curriculum, we have introduced two of the courses that are related to entrepreneurship. One is in the ICT and entrepreneurship and generic skill development for the second year, second semester. And the other is ICT entrepreneurship and innovation for the third year and second semester. The first course will consist of the following fields like entrepreneurial innovation, intellectual property, and so on. And it will also consist of the case studies, for example, mobile banking in Kenya, what makes Kenya a world leader in m-commerce, future trends and scopes, where else can this be applied, and ICT in poverty elevation, locally contextualized examples from within Africa. And the second course is related with the innovation. It has been inspired from the Innovation Month, which we took. I think the participant in the exchange program also took here in Finland. And